Born Backwards Part 1. The Paradox of Arrival. Some people are born into the world with a strange awareness that they're not beginning anything. They're continuing something. While others marvel at the newness of life, these individuals carry an echo, an intuition that they've done this before. That the faces are different, but the script is familiar. That the world isn't something to be figured out, but something to be remembered. If you're one of them, you likely felt it early. As a child, you may have stared out the window during class not because you were bored, but because you were listening for something deeper. Maybe you asked questions that made adults uncomfortable. Questions about death, about time, about why we forget who we are when we're born. You were born backwards, not in error, but in design. You entered this world not just with the imprint of a soul, but with the instructions still partially visible. You came in carrying not only potential, but memory of lifetimes, of lessons, of longing. And the forgetting that most people undergo didn't fully take hold of you. This is both a gift and a weight. To remember too much in a world addicted to amnesia is lonely. It can feel like exile. You may have spent years wondering why everyone else seems fine, living a life that feels like a bad imitation of something truer. But backward-born ones are not here to fit in. They're here to remember, to pull threads from past and future, weaving them into presence. Part 2. Signs you are walking in reverse. To be born backwards is not about physical birth order. It's about spiritual orientation. Here are some signs that you carry this particular blueprint. You've always felt older than your age, sometimes exhausted by the weight of wisdom you didn't ask for. You have an uncanny ability to see the end of things before they begin. Relationships, patterns, even global cycles. You often feel like you're returning to something, even when doing it for the first time. Time feels strange to you, non-linear, layered, sometimes circular. You feel emotionally affected by world events, even those far removed from your personal life. You struggle with traditional goals or linear progress. You crave meaning, synthesis, coherence. It's not that you don't know how to move forward, it's that your forward motion depends on remembering where you've already been. Many backward-born souls spend their early lives trying to forget, trying to conform, trying to play the game. But the forgetting never quite works. The ache remains. The knowledge doesn't fade. And eventually the soul demands a return to what it knew before it arrived. Part 3. The Spiral Path. We are taught to think of life as a line. Birth, school, work, retirement, death. But for the backward-born, life is a spiral. We revisit the same themes, the same wounds, the same questions, not in repetition, but in deepening. You may think you failed because a lesson returned, but look again. Are you meeting it with the same tools, the same awareness, or are you standing in the same place from a higher vantage point? The spiral path is not glamorous. It's humbling. It means learning to embrace delay, ambiguity, and slowness. It means accepting that progress is not always visible. It means allowing the wisdom of the soul to unfold in its own rhythm, not the rhythm of society. This is where backward-born beings often struggle most, in reconciling their internal knowing with external timelines. The world rushes forward. They are being pulled inward. The world praises productivity. They are being asked to pause, to listen. But this pause is not passive. It is an act of radical trust. It is a declaration that life is not about achievement, but attunement. Part 4. Remembering the before. There are moments in meditation, in dreams, in liminal states when you glimpse it. The before. The place your soul came from. It may not have a name or a shape, but it carries a frequency, a feeling of origin, a sense of truth. The backward-born are often homesick for this place, not because Earth is terrible, but because this world often forgets its own depth. The veil is thick, the noise is loud, and the soul longs to be seen. You may not remember exact past lives. That's not necessary. What matters is the residue, the impression, the pattern that repeats. Ask yourself, what themes show up over and over again in your life? What qualities do people reflect back to you consistently? What battles have you fought more than once, even in different forms? These are not coincidences. They are curriculum, and they point not to fate, but to familiarity. You are not cursed, you are continuing. To remember the before is not to escape this life. It's to bring its light into the present, to infuse your everyday with the memory of what matters, to live as if you are a bridge between what was and what could be. Part 5. The Backward-Born Mission. Why are you here? If you've always felt different, the question haunts you. You've likely searched for answers in books, in systems, in mentors. But the truth lives inside you, and it has always whispered the same thing. You are here to reweave the broken threads. You are here to remember what was lost. You are here to walk backward so others can move forward. This is not a martyr's path. It is a mystic's path. It is the path of the pattern-seer, the rhythm healer, the soul listener. Your very presence realigns timelines. Your choices ripple backward as well as forward. Your embodiment is a correction, a recalibration. You don't need a title. You don't need approval. You don't even need to be understood. What you need is to trust your own timing, to walk at the pace of truth. To walk backward is not regression, it is remembrance. And in remembering, you become a light that others didn't know they were waiting for.